China might actually be onto something with that influencer rule they have. You want to talk about medicine, law, or finance online? That's cool. Show a damn degree. Show that you actually know what you're talking about before you start preaching to millions of people who will eat it up like it's gospel. Because right now, here in the United States, it's a fucking circus. You got 20-year-old TikTokers diagnosing disease and crypto bros pretending to be economists, and somehow they're the ones setting the narrative. It's fucking insane. Misinformation spreads because anyone with a ring light and enough confidence can sound like they're a fucking expert. So yeah, China's saying enough of that shit. You want to give medical advice? Be a doctor. You want to explain the law? You have to have a fucking law degree. You want to tell people how to invest their savings? You got to show proof. You've actually opened a textbook. And that's not oppression in my eyes. That's basic quality control. If we said you need credentials to talk about professional stuff, Americans would lose their fucking minds. Here in the U.S., we try to do even the tiniest version of that. Just fact check a lie, flag a post, or limit an obvious hoax. And suddenly the right wing screaming, censorship, free speech is under attack. It's not an accident, by the way. The GOP and the right designed it this way. The whole free speech outrage thing is not about protecting speech, it's about protecting disinformation. It's a shield, a built-in excuse. They created this narrative so that the moment anyone tries to hold them accountable, they can scream it's censorship and walk away like fucking martyrs. They've turned misinformation into a political weapon, and the free speech defense is the camouflage. That's the trick. They don't want truth, they want permission to lie without consequences. They built an entire ecosystem based on this shit. You got Facebook, you got Fox News, talk radio, YouTube grifters, Twitter trolls, all of it designed to flood the zone with garbage so you can't tell what's real anymore. Confusion is the point. And when someone, a platform, a journalist, a scientist says, hey, that's not true, the machine fires up. They're censoring conservatives. The fuck out of here. They're censoring bullshit. But they've trained their followers so well that every fact check looks like a tyranny and every expert looks like a fucking threat. China wants control. America wants chaos. And the right has figured out that chaos is control. If you keep people confused, angry, and misinformed, you don't need to silence them. They'll silence themselves. That's the genius of it. China builds firewalls, and the U.S. builds echo chambers. Different tools, same outcome. Control what people believe.